So if you're thinking about moving to the Nashville area, there are a few things that you probably want to know. My family and I have lived here for over 15 years, and there are a few things that I wish I had known before I moved, and that's what we're going to cover today. So one of my favorite things about Nashville is the food scene. There are so many good restaurants, like rival New York good restaurants. They're downtown, they're in Germantown, they're here in downtown Franklin as well. Amazing restaurants that you can get a diverse flavor. There's Asian fusion, you've got hot chicken, and you've got some good barbecue. Well, I'm from Texas, so I actually don't think it's good barbecue, but a lot of people here love the barbecue. And then you've got everything in between. You've got Mexican, amazing pizza. Everything you want to eat, you can find in Nashville. One of the things that keeps people moving to Nashville is the job market, and the good news on the job market front is there's a lot of jobs coming to Nashville. So the two biggest industries in Nashville, healthcare, it's been that way, I don't know, decades. Like, there are a lot of healthcare companies in Nashville, and that just keeps growing. The second thing that is growing is the tech sector. So we actually have Oracle coming to town next year, bringing like 25,000 jobs that are going to start hiring. Amazon is expanding theirs, not just in their like shipping, but in the actual tech side of their company. But here's the thing, if you are a tradesperson, please move to Nashville. If you're a plumber, if you're an HVAC, if you do framing, tradespeople are in huge demand. And so that is definitely a sector that we need more of in Nashville. Different cities have different personalities on how many people have lived here for their entire life and how many people haven't. One of the great things about moving to Nashville is most people moved to Nashville. Most people were not born here, they didn't go to high school here. It actually is going to be a very rare occurrence if you find someone who was born in Nashville. So the great thing for you, if you're going to move here, is lots of people are showing up every day just like you, looking to get connected in a community. You're not going to be trying to break into a group of friends who've been friends since high school. There's lots of different opportunities, pickleball, church, going out, those amazing restaurants. Like, there's lots of opportunities to meet new people because there's always new people in Nashville. Another thing people ask me about all the time is traffic. Now, we're not talking about LA or Atlanta, but there is legit traffic in Nashville. You are gonna have commutes when you get on the highways. We've got two highways that kind of come into town. One is 65, one is 24, and they do get congested in the morning times around school. And so it isn't just a place you can get anywhere in 15 minutes. You've got to be really strategic about where you live and when you travel to make sure that your flow of traffic is working for you. And along that same lines, public transportation. Almost non-existent here. When I moved here from Austin, I could ride buses, I could live without a car. That is not the case in Nashville. All the buses go into downtown, so if you want to go to downtown, you can take a bus. But it takes 45 minutes to 2 hours to get anywhere on public transportation. So a bus pass is not going to be a valid option for you if you move to Nashville. You're gonna need a car. You know, I'm always going to talk about the real estate. So here's what you need to know if you're moving to Nashville. There are a lot of apartments. There are a lot of rental options. Now, things move very quickly though, so I wouldn't expect to see any sort of decline in pricing on the rental front. On the purchase side of things, average price point across Middle Tennessee is about $450,000. Now, there's some areas obviously that are going to be lower. There's a lot of areas that the average is going to be higher. But they also move fairly quickly. Our average days on market here are 30 days, which means you're not really gonna have a ton of time to think about it. If you're gonna move here and you wanna buy a house, you wanna move quickly and be prepared to move quickly if you find the right house. And speaking of that, if our team can help you in answering any questions about which of those areas might be right for you and your family, we would be happy to help. So the other question is always about schools. There is a lot of things to discuss about that. And if you want information about schools, our team can absolutely connect you with information. There are a robust amount of private schools, and the different counties have different school ratings. In Nashville, there's different school ratings, and we also have a pretty robust charter school. And that means you've got some options that aren't necessarily public school, aren't fully private school. Plus, there's a few even alternative options if you're looking for a new way to do education with your family. But In the end, the best way to get that information, reach out to us and I am happy to connect you with some details. So the other thing you want to think about is sunny days. This is not something I considered before moving to Nashville, or really considered about any towns. But they do track this, and how many sunny days are you going to have in Nashville? There's 365 days. Generally, it's agreed upon the average is somewhere in the 120 sunny days, which means there's more cloudy days than sunny. Normally, it's not that big of a deal. So in the winter, you can go a week, sometimes even 2 weeks, without a really nice sunny day. So just know that for your mental health. If vitamin D is important to you, there's gonna be more cloudy days than sunny days, but the sunny days are worth it.